Are you the man with no fear?
I got no nothing.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Better cue Grams then.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there, welcome to the Flesh and Blood podcast. It's the man without fear. I got that wrong. Yeah. So, have you recovered from having to use your brain?
I've put in a second one.
That's always useful.
Well, it's a bit crammed in there at the moment.
Oh yes, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, this is a quickie show because we sort of went to town on the last one, and I'm rather chuffed we did actually. It was very satisfying, if I'm honest with you. First things first, what we've got to do last time, and let's find out this time, is what is Mr. Chris up to this time?
I tell you what, Dealey Plaza was really busy, wasn't it?
Well, hang on a second. You had the Red Dwarf Crew.
Yep.
Another John F. Kennedy.
Yep.
You had the Master.
The guy in the Who Killed Kennedy book.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yep.
You also had the Master.
Yep.
Private Cleary as well. Eccleston.
Yes.
Yeah. And God knows how many things. No wonder he was hanging out of that window.
Was Sam Beckett there?
Very probably. Well, yes, he was Lee Harvey Oswald.
That's it. But no, in that case he wasn't there.
No. Can you put up a picture of a man with a crow on his head, please?
Oh, okay, no problem.
Speak your praise, Turbo.
We got feedback.
Bloody hell.
This is from Daniel Thomas,
Daniel.
spinster of this parish. Dear Siobhan, oh dear, and our all-powerful overlord, Sinister.
I'm going to play the national anthem over that bit.
Are you?
Yeah.
Someone's got a hairball. I'm writing to you today, rather than yesterday, to give you my thoughts about Series 34. This was written before Kill the Moon was broadcast, so you're going to have to update this, Daniel. Deep breath. Nicely paced and very reminiscent of the classic series. Capaldi stole the show. Give it back. Into the Dalek. A nice story, but with poor special effects, especially the inside of the Dalek. And poor dialogue. This was an overall disappointment. Were there overalls?
No, there were uniforms.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. A walk through the corridor, generic Moffat tropes.
Oh.
This episode was good up until we meet Orson. Then it seems to fall flat.
Really?
And this is where he's left this reality completely. Time Heist.
Yeah.
Sublime. Best episode this series so far.
Right. Did he watch the same programme that we did?
I don't think so. The Caretaker. Nice story, nothing special, but nice. Hope you enjoyed that. From Daniel Thomas. A P.S. All praise our ruler Sinister. We are privileged to shine in his dark light.
Etc, etc. May you find oxygen, water and whatever wherever you land.
So at least we got some feedback of some kind.
This is good.
That's
You didn't
nice.
have a question for me then?
No.
Oh, you know what that means, don't you?
Oh! What?
No!
No!
I had to have one exterminated.
It's supposed to be for bad grammar.
Yeah, but he didn't ask me a question. I just find that impolite.
He did praise you. Clear.
Bit late now.
Zap. Clear. Anyway, quick books.
Shadowland. That sounds like a film.
Daredevil.
Is that Spider-Man?
Yeah, well, it's Daredevil featuring Moon Knight, Spider-Man, The Punisher, Luke Cage, Power Fist. Power Fist? Yeah. I know, Power Man and Iron Fist. Sorry, Iron Fist. And Ghost Rider, amongst others. Basically, Daredevil's running the Hand, a group of ninja. And unfortunately, he's sort of fallen. Do you remember when Angel ended up taking over Wolf from Her Heart?
What are we talking about?
Angel? Joss Whedon series, spin-off from Buffy.
I've never seen either. Never watched a single episode of Buffy or Angel. Had a housemate who was a big fan of Buffy. He was also a big fan of Xena, Warrior Princess.
Actually, I never got into that.
I've seen that purely because of the fact that it was out the corner of my eye, because we had this big computer room with loads of computers and we had a massive telly, and he'd watch stuff and we'd be playing games, and occasionally Xena, Warrior Princess would come on, but never seen Buffy.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. In Angel, a main enemy, Wolfram Hart, a bunch of solicitors who work for Hell, basically said, come and run the place instead then, if you don't like us so much. This is what the Hand do to Daredevil. Come and be in charge. So he thinks I can make some good out of this. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work like that, because they're being crafty little ninjas. Ninjas are, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's just say Daredevil isn't at home anymore.
He's not in Kansas.
Well, I'm sort of saying, so, hello, Daredevil. I'm sorry, Daredevil's not home right now.
Oh, I see. Oh, right.
Yeah.
It gets to him.
A little. This is a great book. It really is a great book.
Is it like the final series of Miami Vice where Crockett goes rogue because he loses his memory?
I didn't see Miami Vice.
What? It's my turn. My turn to be astounded now. That's a brilliant Jan Hammer impression.
Thank you very much. Actually, I got it wrong. It's this way, isn't it? He's an American driving through the darkened streets of Miami. The other one?
Doctor Strange.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Doctor Strange.
Nameless land and a timeless time.
Is he a magic person?
He is, and Marvel are going to be doing a film about him soon. I think he's in phase 3.
So how does the whole magic thing sit in with the whole sort of, you know, mutation science kind of deal that's going on?
Scientists say that magic is basically science they haven't discovered yet.
Right.
It's Clark's law, basically, isn't it?
Yes.
So, hello. Oh, she's called Trixie now, not the Duchess. It just turned out wrong. What you doing? Gorgeous little girl. Gave her a bath. She was very well.
What did she do with it?
Hmm?
What did she do with it?
Ate it.
Did you get her a matching lavatory and basin?
Well, it was avocado. What are you doing, child? You come. Here you go. If you need to come here, tail wagging left, right, and centre. So, yeah, Doctor Strange. This is an early one from the 60s.
What exactly are his qualifications?
Well, what, as a doctor?
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Stephen Strange was a fine neurosurgeon.
Oh, so he is a doctor.
Unfortunately, he had an accident.
I don't know about you, but I really hate these people who call themselves doctor and aren't entitled to do it.
I think it's terrible.
Awful.
Dreadful.
Especially these ones that give themselves doctorates.
Really?
It happens.
Like Dr. Phil, the other Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Not the real Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Our Dr. Phil is lovely and he's a proper doctor.
I'm a
Anyway,
proper doctor.
that's tea, sweetheart. You don't want tea. Oh, I forgot I had some tea.
Ooh, not heard that before.
Cat beats dog.
Who won? Oh.
Right, okay. Still a few teething problems.
What, in that the teeth are buried in the dog?
No, luckily. Yes, you got hissed and growled at. So anyway, this is very 1960s. And it's written by Stanley and drawn by Steve Ditko, who's an artistic legend. The guy who helped create Spider-Man, basically. And it tells the tale of a mortal enemy of strangers, Baron Mordo, who was his competition as an acolyte of the Ancient One. But Mordo was greedy for power and whatever. Strange wasn't. And as a result, Mordo goes off and wants to defeat Strange and needs the Dread Dormammu's power to help him. It's a bit trippy. And it is of its time, but it is still good. I think it's the first revealing of the character of Eternity, which is the embodiment of the universe. Yeah, so another two good ones. Very much different to each other. But they are good. Now, I'm sorry we're rattling through things, but anyway, Sinister, you've got something you hate.
Oh, God, yeah. Wasn't expecting much from this. I really wasn't. So, you might say, well, you've bought this upon yourself. Okay. The only thing I would say is I didn't pay the £7.99 that it retails for. But I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the worst book in the world. It's the 2015 Nerf annual with 4 free darts. The sort of things that aren't worth anything. It's essentially just one as I would have expected, one long running advertisement for buying Nerf guns. But I'd like to show you some of the more interesting features of this particular product. I'm having trouble finding one. How to make your own jungle clip. Now, for those who don't know, a jungle clip is where you have, and I'll just show you quickly. One sec. So this is a Nerf clip. They call them clips. It's actually a magazine. It holds darts, right? Mm-hmm. Now, a jungle clip is where you have one attached to it so that you can just do a quick flip and jam the other one in. Mm-hmm. Well, the book's solution for making your own quick jungle clip, and I don't know why this takes up 2 pages of the book, involves sellotape. I mean, make your own holster out of paper. But I'd like to show you one of the most astounding features. You are sitting down, aren't you?
I am. Do you want me to sit harder?
Kind of press yourself into your chair.
Well, the moon's gravity has increased. So.
Indeed. The egg's gravity. This. Now, I don't know if you can see. There's a little line there.
Yeah.
And it says, ask an adult to help you cut out this awesome poster.
Mm-hmm. That's the poster. Nerf.
There is a story in it, I haven't read it, but it's just...
Oh wow, look, people from Blake 7 being teleported down from the Liberator.
They're zombies, actually.
Wow. People must have got very fed up with them.
I mean, so I wasn't expecting anything fantastic, but this is just absolutely
start, isn't it?
Rubbish. And I really hate to say this, but apparently there was a guy, an adult guy involved. There's a guy who runs this website called mylastdart.com. It's a Nerf fan website. Now, he hasn't posted anything for weeks now, and apparently it's because he's been helping make this.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, mate, but what exactly have you been doing? Because a 5-year-old could have written this.
Well, you only have yourself to blame.
I do. It's just words. There aren't any.
Words aren't enough. Words are not enough, or whatever it is.
Mind you, I mean, this is coming from the same person who spent £85 on this.
And that's the camera one, isn't it?
It's the camera one. And I spent £85 on it, even though I'd read all the reviews which said it was absolutely rubbish. It's got a 0.3 megapixel camera running at 20 frames a second. And it's, I mean, so the video quality, I'll put some up at the end of this show, is obviously going to be very poor, even for like 10 years ago. But because I'm a completist, I had to buy it. It's not a bad gun, don't get me wrong. It's just that the camera, which is in the top here, and this screen, is just a bit pants. So, I think I'm just a marketing person's dream.
I think you are, if I'm honest with you. What's Mr. Chris been up to recently?
Oh, let's have a quick look.
Yeah. We didn't decide on that one, did we? We really should put more planning into this. Andy, we did decide on the last one.
We did.
We did. Except I just realised something.
We've done 2 in one show.
We have. And whose fault's that?
Yours?
My show can't be my fault.
Mr. Chris's fault then?
Yes. If you will keep hanging around.
No, there is one person you could blame.
Yeah, Madge Arwell.
Uh-huh.
Cue picture. I'll send you that picture.
Should we can have a weekly thing where people write in and decide what they want to do with Madge Arwell.
No, what they want to blame Madge Arwell for.
Okay.
Now,
I
this
like that.
can be anything from the Second World War onwards.
Yeah, and we'll put a picture of Madge Arwell in a suitable environment and we'll put your name on it.
Yep.
Like, you know, Mr. Smith blames Madge Arwell for...
marrying the person who provided his voice.
Indeed.
Okay, right, so that's our new Blame Madge Arwell feature, which has suddenly happened. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Doodles.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.